What's up, fellow Clash? It's Apollyon here, and we're just going to go over our last war, WHF Rising versus Starlight. One, you can see we didn't get the perfect war, but we got the 98, almost 99% versus their 74% and or 77%. And we'll just take a quick little look at what they did. I think we missed just 2 stars from their top. It was like a Town Hall 10 with multiple. It had, I think, almost max Inferno towers, or at least level 2 each, and max Expos, and we only had a Town Hall 8.5 or 9 to hit it. So anyway, all the rest of the bases are all 3-starred. And really what they did to us, a 2-starred are 9 or 8.5 or almost 9, and then sprinkled in some 3-stars here and there, but mostly 2-starred with Go Wipes, Drag Riders, and Dragloons. And yeah, so this is what they did to our bases. And let's go ahead and look at some of the attacks that we were able to do to them. For our first attack, we're actually going to jump into a Town Hall 9. I don't know if I've shown a Town Hall 9 on Town Hall 9 yet, but we have a couple of them in our war now. So we're going to watch W&K take on their number 2, and he's going to bring a stoned attack, 3 golems in here, and on hogs. So go ho! He'll do the non-lore, just drop his 2 golems, the golems up top there, create the funnel with the wizards, then drop another golem, max golem with the clan castle behind it, and break his way in, drop the queen, start doing some damage. Jump spell to get into well, he doesn't really even need it to get to the queen, but he's going to get to the queen and then go past it. Rage him up, and send the king in, smack down the queen. And they'll jump in closer to get into the core, and the rage will take care of that clan castle too. The queen will go ahead and shoot all the balloons and dragons down, taking care of them, and then we'll deploy the hogs in from the bottom up. So it still has 2 heals left over. There goes one of the heals, and we'll use the other one in just a second over that giant bomb spot. Trigger it, and it's pretty much cleanup time. It's definitely not a max Town Hall 9 by any means. There are some low level, even less than Town Hall 8 defenses, but it had a lot of other max Town Hall 8 defenses in there. Pretty even royals, so on par there, but I mean, it has tons and tons of hogs left over. So the cleanup here, you blindfold the hogs, and they can make it the way through the base. So fast forward all the way through, watch the hogs do the fist pump and kill all the buildings, and we're done. Good attack, W&K. I think that's the only Town Hall 9 I'm going to show here. The other bases were just horrible. So. Our next attack is coming from our number 26, coming in with a Go-Ho on their number 9. And if you notice here in the base, they were very kind to leave us with these 2 holes right here that you can see. So what do you do when you see those? You exploit them. It means you don't have to break through all that stuff for your golems. So we're going to go ahead and use a Go-Ho here, and we're going to go see how Frogo did. So he'll go ahead and drop a loon and a hog to go ahead and pull the lure down here to the 6 o'clock position, and trigger the Tesla and Giant Bomb as well. So there's only one more Giant Bomb left, and that means the hogs will pretty much wreck this base no matter what. He will take care of this clan castle and drop 2 golems in at each one of those holes in the base. They'll tank for tons of defense. And the only thing I didn't really understand is why he wouldn't drop his hogs in quicker than this. He only drops like 4, which is good because he'll take care of all these defenses, which is good, or most of them. But he could have deployed all of his hogs at this point, since they're still taking in almost all the defenses. The P.E.K.K.A., the golems, and the king were really tanking for everything there. But it's okay. He still got the 3 stars, so no harm done. He'll go ahead and deploy the rest of the hogs here. And he still has 2 heals left to use on the hogs, and only 1 giant bomb left to trigger. So as long as he gets it at that time, shouldn't be a problem. There's the last giant bomb. Hogs go flying and healed at the same time. So he still has 1 more heal left. Tons of hogs, and I think a P.E.K.K.A. and his king left. So those last couple defenses will be no issue for him to take care of. So we'll go ahead and fast forward it as he takes care of all the defenses, and now it's just time for cleanup. And good 3 stars, good attack from Frago. I think he had another 6-star attack this war, and way to exploit those holes in the bases. All right, we're going to go ahead and step down 1 to number 10 and watch our number 26 get his 6-star war and take on, step all the way up to number 10 and take him out with a holo. So we'll go ahead and take a look at what he does. He'll go ahead and send a lure in from the bottom here. Send a wall breaker. Go ahead and trigger that. It's a really cheap lure. It's actually a very good strategy. It doesn't cost as much as a hog. It's super quick. Grabs the lure really fast for both the air and ground. And he'll go ahead and pull it all the way up to the top, do the standard clan castle kill. So we'll fast forward through this part. All right. And then he'll go ahead and deploy the hogs. He'll do a 5-finger drop. They'll all converge into the core, and he'll throw some heals down in the core here, 1 on the right and 1 on the left. Take care of that, and as soon as they take care of the air defenses, it's time to deploy the loons. So he's going ahead and sending the loons in from the bottom. That last air defense will go down in just a second. There it goes. And now there's really not too much that's going to take care of those balloons. He actually brought 5 Maxaloons from his clan castle, which is a really good strategy too. Uses rage to rage them up, and you know, pretty much wrecked at this point. There's really nothing else to stop them. He's got a great split on the balloons, great split on the hogs, and we'll go ahead and fast forward. This was a great strategy. It was a great attack. Love watching holo, and 3 stars for this attack and 6 stars for the war. Way to go. Next one we're going to look at, I had to show, it's our number 14, Zito coming in at number 12. And before the war started, I actually drew up a whole plan, and I was going to attack this base, and submitted it through Skitch online, and everybody okayed it. It looked like a great 3-star attack, and the only thing I forgot to do was to actually put my name and claim it on Clash Caller. So it's totally my fault, it's my bad, but when I went to go ahead and attack the base, I looked at it, it was already done by Zito, and he used the exact same strategy that I had, although he said he didn't even look at the draw out that I made online. But that's alright, great minds think alike. Did the same thing as I would have, deploys the hogs there for the lure, see if he could trip the double giant bomb, but instead a Tesla pops, so at least we know that it's not a double giant bomb set. So that's good. He'll anchor the archer there for the clan castle kill, and we'll go ahead and take care of that. All right. So he'll go ahead and deploy the hogs at the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock position. Go ahead and heal where the giant is. Lots of defenses are coming in on those hogs, running a little low. Then he'll take care and deploy the rest of the hogs at the 7 and 8 o'clock positions, and heal where that giant bomb potential spot is. And the only problem with this is it's his first attack, so he doesn't know, and it was a great heal, but there isn't actually a giant bomb spot there, so there's no reason to heal at that spot. He does heal at the spot where there are actually 2 giant bomb spots there. The other giant bomb spot was already triggered by just 1 or 2 hogs, so he really didn't lose hardly any in that, and that's pretty much optimum. You only want to lose 1 or 2 hogs if you have to. So they only have a couple more defenses left. Take care of that Wiz Tower, take care of the Tesla, and then he'll poison himself, and then they'll go ahead and bang on the clan castle while the barbarian king bangs on them. But that's okay, because he's got a lot of cleanup troops. His king will come to the rescue, pound on some buildings, pound on the wall, and then he will go ahead and exact revenge for his hog brethren. Takes care of them, and the rest is pretty much history. 3 stars for Zito. Great attack. Like I said, great minds think alike. Hey, look, it's that common internet base again that we run into all the time. So we're going to go ahead and show a GoVaLo from a different angle. We've done it every other way, and this one's going to be coming in from the north. So he'll send the hog rider in from the right-hand side just to grab the lure, pull the lure all the way to the left-hand side and take care of that clan castle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and earthquake the top and break into the core that way. And then we'll send the golems in to route into the core defenses, and then we'll send the wizards all on the outskirts to create that funnel. And then once they create that funnel, we will go ahead and send the king and the Valkyries in to do damage and wreckage in the core. So the Wiz are creating that funnel for the king and the Valks. Funnel's been created, no straying. They'll send a clan castle in of Valks as well, and I will watch them go ahead and make their way into the core. The heal will come pretty soon once everybody makes their way in there and they're taking some damage. Drops now. It actually doesn't cover the giant bomb spots, but the giant bombs really don't do too much damage to the golems or Valks or a king, so it's not a big deal at all. You just want to make sure that they're healed against those Teslas and the archer towers. They'll do more damage than those giant bombs will. All right, the air defenses go down, so now it's time to send in the loons. Loons are going ahead and taking all the outskirt defenses. Valks break their way into that one compartment and take care of the archer towers. They'll also go ahead and start cleaning up some of the other trash buildings, and there's only a couple defenses left: the Wiz Tower, Archer Tower, and Mortar. So the golems tanking the Mortar and the Archer Tower, and the Wiz Tower goes down, and now it's just time to take care of that Archer Tower and, the cannon on the bottom, which can't touch the loons. So right now we're in cleanup, tons of Valks, King, so we'll go ahead and fast forward it and watch as they dance around the base. And only a couple more buildings to clean up. So again, great attack by Lady Mystic, and another wreckage on that internet base. 3 stars. Great job. Our next attack is going to be on number 21, and our number 27 is going to step up to hit that. And it looks familiar, right? We just showed this base a little bit ago, a little tiny variation. So instead of doing a mass hog, we're going to show you how it can be beat with dragloon. So bring the 2 lightnings and earthquake to take care of one of the air defenses, and keep a rage in the back pocket for those dragons once he's deployed them, and the loons. And he'll go ahead and start deploying his hogs. Oh, his dragons. His hogs with wings. They'll take care of that clan castle. And we'll go ahead and put this at 2 times speed, because we all know what happens when you have dragons funneling. It's almost all over for this base. So he'll go ahead and drop the rage in here and rage those tons of balloons up. They'll take care of both of those air defenses and then make their way through the rest of the base. And really there's nothing too much left that's going to take care of those dragons. So there's still a few loons left over. He's got about 4 dragons that are running a little bit low in health, but they make a nice little turn. There's only 1 more defense that can do any damage to them, and 1 archer tower is not going to take out 3 dragons. So just fast forward a little bit more. Great job. Shows another way to wreck that base. Looking at number 23 getting hit by our number 8. I like this attack because I think he brings every single unit he can except for a healer and a dragon. I mean, he's going to GoVaLo, but he even brings the hog in for the lure, but using all his troops pretty much to their utmost potential. So he'll lure here to the bottom. We'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit, see the clan castle kill, drop the poison, drop the barbarians, take care of that, and then as soon as that balloon goes down, he'll send his golems for a wide spread, throw his wall breakers in to break open that left compartment there, and then he'll use the earthquake to get into the core as soon as the funnel is created. There goes the earthquake drop, and the golem routes right back in there, and then he'll go ahead and send the Valkyries in with them. They'll go ahead and take out that core. He'll send drop a heal in the middle to heal for those defenses, the giant bombs, everything else. Now it's time to send the loons in to get the outer defenses that are being tanked by the core units. We've seen this before, but a great deployment. That AD will just about go down, so he timed it perfectly with those loons. Just the right deployment as far as the timing goes. Didn't send them in too late. They're just going to go ahead and have to take care of a couple more point defenses like that Tesla and the Archer Tower. King and everything else routes around. Those goes the Archer Tower. No more defense. Time for cleanup. Great split on the balloons and wizards and everything else. And it's 3 stars for our number 8. Great attack. Good job. Look at all those units there. Wow. For our next attack, we're going to watch our number 9 Duck Slayer come in on number 25 using a surgical hog deployment. So we'll go ahead and check out this attack. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and use a giant to lure the clan castle. The king will come on in there and smack him down real quick. And then we'll go ahead and anchor on the right-hand side builder hut with the archer and deploy the barbarians, the barbs and the wizards. Drop the king for the king swap. They'll soon get into the mix in just a second. The wizards will come in to help them out. And as soon as they're beginning the beat down, they'll send the hogs in. They'll start at the 5 o'clock position, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock rock, and we'll go ahead and keep dropping and sprinkling heals. He chooses not to heal those hogs there. There's only 1 or 2 that wouldn't have been a good heal. It wouldn't have saved hardly any of them. So that's fine. He still has 2 more in the bag. He drops a heal spell there for all these hogs he's deploying up at the top. And he's going to go ahead and drop another heal there where a potential giant's bomb is. And then he's still got 1 more heal and drops it where there are 2 giant bombs, so that takes care of all of them. The hogs will run in the heals and get healed up to full again. 1 more defense, and it's all over. Drops the wizard into the left to start the funnel cleanup, and everybody's working their way around the base. So we'll go ahead and speed it up. It was a great attack by Duck Slayer. Good deployment, good heal spots, good everything, and it looks like a great 3-star for us. So good job, way to go with the surgical. Our number 32 is going to hit 27 on this one, and the base is just horrible. It's an incredibly easy base to hog, but watch how Chronoside does it. He does it with no heals whatsoever. So he sends I think it was a giant, maybe it was a barbarian in for that really easy giant bomb trigger and lure. And then anchors into the right-hand side, throws some barbarians, wizards in there. But just after they do get done with the clan kill, watch, he'll go ahead and send his king down there and then just go ahead and deploy all his hogs and almost an Asian wall or 4-finger drop, and then just lets them basically run free. Like free-range hogs. That's what we're talking about here. And just even trigger that giant bomb, but it's okay. It's no big deal. Just lets them go. And yeah, they're going to keep running throughout the base. Has three heals that just left over for him, and you can use them at any time. But there's one more defense left after this mortar, the Tesla, and then yep, no heals for the hogs. So they're going to turn. They're going to go ahead and start the cleanup, make their way around the base. We'll go ahead and speed this up a little bit. King starts beating down like a bully on the wizards, and they'll make their way back to the town hall and the clan castle, and then they'll turn on the king, stop him, and then they'll go ahead and finish that last dark elixir storage. But I mean, like, just not even like swag heal, not even swag poison, just let's leave them for the next raid. Wow, they completely wrecked that base without using any spells whatsoever. So power of mass hogs and really bad compact bases. Let's take a look at number 29 getting hit by Frank. And I show this base because number one, he does it in less than a minute, basically a minute and a half. And number two, it's a pretty common internet base that I've seen a lot of times. People use this, they interchange the giant bomb spots all around the outsides and things like that. But he's going to take care of this really quick. I almost don't need to speed it up at all. But we'll go ahead and speed up the wizards and barbarians killing the clan castle. And then he'll just do an Asian wall all the way across the lower left-hand side and do the king swap first and tank some of the defenses, and then just deploy the wall of hogs there. And he'll heal over that double giant bomb spot. He could have healed a little bit lower as that giant bomb just wailed on them. They walked up into some of the heals, so that was good. But it could have just dropped the heal down a little bit lower. They would have been standing in the heals on that double giant bomb spot. And really, they're just making their way across the base, just mass destruction everywhere that they go. So he uses that last heal. Wasn't really even necessary to, but still good use of it. And it's time for the cleanup. Just a couple seconds left. Speed it up a little bit. King's pounding on town hall. Hogs come there to help him out, and there's a few more buildings left, and just totally destroys this base. And finally, for our last attack, we're going to look at number 34 being hit by Zen, and he is going to bring a GoVaLo. So I've seen this base many times. I mean, look at those walls. Wow, golden gray walls. That's just awesome. And an archer tower like level 2 or 3 or something, in the mortars and things like that. But you know what? This is about the deployment. So he sends the hog in to grab the lure. Send a hog in also. That's what I would do, but you know, I think there's a lot of room for error on this particular one. So I'll go ahead and pull them down to the corner. Oh, look at that. It likes to earthquake the dragon as well. And it's time to send the golem in. And the king, and then the Valks, and they are just gonna have a field day with this base. I mean, this is like kicking a dog while it's down. I mean, this is just really bad. But ooh, Valko's flying. Let's send some balloons in while the air defenses are being taken out. And deploy the rest of the balloons. The last air defense goes down, so most of the balloons are pretty safe, except for some of those archer towers. But that's not a problem. The king is going to rectify that. And there goes the last defense right there. So it's into cleanup mode, except for that little cannon. Okay, there we go. Cleanup mode. So the loon split. Barbarian and Golem are pounding down that wall there, and they're all going to meet up. So wizards will go ahead, instead of walking around, they'll go ahead and shoot through the walls. So good raid, Ascend.